Hey guys, this is Brad from Dallas Geek, and I'm here today with
Andrew Moyes.
And we're here talking about Fan Days Dallas. So today is the first day of the convention. Can you tell our audience a little bit of what to expect when they come here this weekend?
Well, we're super excited to be back at the Irving Convention Center. We're here all weekend to celebrate all things pop culture. Whether you love gaming, sci-fi, anime, comics, horror, there's something for you to come and experience. Even if you're not into those things, you got to come down here, see what it's all about, and like everyone, you'll be hooked.
Awesome. So that is actually an interesting thing, how these conventions have kind of a feel of their own for what fan bases they address. And since this one in particular used to be a subsidiary of Dallas Comic-Con and is now part of Fan Expo and the Fan Expo family, it has become very pop culture oriented. So how do you see Fan Days fitting in with the rest of the conventions that people have the option to go to? Where is its unique place?
Well, Fan Days is kind of Fan Expo Light. If you're overwhelmed by big crowds, or if you want to just get a sense of what the pop culture convention is all about, this is the place to do it. You don't have the huge crowds. It's not quite as overwhelming, but it's still a hell of a lot of fun. The whole community is out here, really engaging with each other. But you know, this show this year actually has some elements that you would find at Fan Expo Dallas. Okay. For instance, Bandai, their world tour is here. It's a slightly smaller version, but that's been displayed at New York Comic-Con. It's been at San Diego Comic-Con. And now this weekend it's right here in the Irving Convention Center. So again, it's a slightly smaller than our big show that we do in the spring, summer, but has a lot of the similar elements for you to come and get your feet wet with.
Awesome. So that is actually another thing that I'm not sure how many of our viewers are very aware of. Since this is the sister convention essentially to Fan Expo Dallas, what is different between this convention and the big one in the spring or summer? Like, is it just fewer guests, different types of guests, different types of exhibits?
Yeah, we always try and change things up a little bit because the fans want to try and engage with us year round. So obviously we'll have very different guests. The Bandai activation wasn't in the larger show. You'll often find in the larger show where, because we have more space, we're able to put some more layers of programming. But this year, we're super excited that the Alamo Draft House is open just across the road. So we've actually put some programming in there. So as much as I say this is a smaller event, it's kind of bursting at the seams and wanting to be a big event as well. So we're delighted to have the support from everyone in Dallas, and we'll continue to deliver this ultimate experience.
Fantastic. So when it comes to the experience that guests of the convention can expect, obviously the big pull for so many people are the guests that they can come see. What is your process of trying to find a guest that is Fan Days versus a guest that is Fan Expo? Or is there a difference in how you find the guests?
You know, in the day of social media, the fans are not shy to let us know what they want, what they're interested in. So, you know, we're lucky in Dallas that it supports really, really strong guests. So we have been able to bring some real A-listers to this Fan Days event. Last year we had David Tennant. This year we have the stars of Riverdale coming in, KJ Apper and Lily Reinhardt. You know, so we don't really hold back for this show simply because the community has such great supporters of what we do here. You know, we were excited to almost deliver the Michael J. Fox experience. Something like that we would probably do at the larger show. But as I say, we still have some really big A-listers here. We have the shopping experience is a little bit smaller. It's about 100,000 square feet. People forget that there's heaps and heaps of stuff to buy in there. Pop culture finds, really unique things in our artist alley. So again, it's your opportunity to come and dip your toe in the water, try everything out, and then you'll just be counting down the days until the big show in May.
Speaking of the guest changeouts that can happen, scheduling is always the hardest thing for some people to understand, but the most impressive side of what you guys do is when there is a cancellation, it seems like there's immediately a replacement for them.
You see the bags under my eyes? Yeah.
So
the gray hair.
How exactly do you guys pull that off? Like, is it just you have a list of people that are waiting in the wings for their chance to jump in, or do you just have that good of a relationship that the second you ask, sure, we'll come to your show.
This is what we do. We do this year round. We do 12 events a year, large scale, mid scale. So we're lucky to have really strong relationships. At the end of the day, it's about delivering for the fans. When someone like Matt Smith cancels, you have to put something in its place or do everything, pull out all stops. So we've been working the phones, we've been begging, pleading, whatever we had to do, and we're really excited that we've been able to come up. It doesn't happen all the time, and I think the fans understand that now. You know, there is an understanding in the industry that everyone's working to deliver that ultimate experience, and there's only so much that can be done. We're dealing with working actors as well. I mean, people want to meet the stars that are portraying those characters in the moment. So they have busy schedules too. So I think it's a great collaboration between us and the fans. There's a level of understanding. But again, we proved it here again. You know, we proved it at the big show earlier in the year when we brought in Ben Affleck. You know, we really do pull out all stops because we're truly dedicated to the community and, as I say, to delivering that ultimate fan experience.
That was actually incredibly impressive. Like, I don't think there was anybody that attended Fan Expo earlier this year that expected Ben Affleck to show up. I mean, it was sad that Michael J. Fox had to cancel last second, but I mean, Ben Affleck, that he hasn't been to Dallas, and I mean, for somebody that doesn't do conventions much at all, that was impressive.
It was pretty special. Yeah, it was very special.
Another thing that, I mean, is a big pull for both this and the big convention earlier in the year are the special events that you have. Like you said before, you know, with Alamo Draft House just across the street, it's really easy to be able to have like special screenings, and as part of that additional guest experience, be able to have people go to the special screenings and have some of the actors that were in those movies come and talk about the movies. I mean, that's incredible. So when you're planning these kind of conventions, do you go in already expecting this, and this are the specific events that we want? Or do you have more of an idea that these are the kinds of events that we want to have at the convention and then see what you can get?
Yeah, it is really driven by the talent that we engage. Obviously, we have a portfolio of events that work, and we're always looking for new opportunities. You know, it is very experience driven. So there's a lot of opportunity for fans to meet, to have a meet and greet. So what can we provide that's different? You know, it's really cool. At one of our shows, we had, of course, the very famous creator, John Byrne, and he appeared with William Shatner. You know, they both have a love of Star Trek, and that was a new way for the fans to experience those two guests and experience that fandom. So, yeah, we have our standard, you know, which are already mind-blowing. I mean, to meet your hero, just to be in their presence and get that photo or get that autograph is enough. But we're also looking for new ways to package it up so the fans can really have that unforgettable moment.
The last thing that we really want to make sure that our viewers are able to know is if they were to come out this weekend, which hopefully you will, what, in your opinion, is the biggest thing that they have to look forward to today, tomorrow, or Sunday?
Well, I think the shopping is a huge piece. I think, you know, if you're a fan of any of the artists that we have, you can't underestimate how magic that moment is going to be when you get to meet them, when they sign that special autograph or you get that photo op. But also, I mean, from my personal perspective, if I can just say what excites me, it truly is watching those momentous moments unfold on site. You know, seeing someone meet their hero, walk out of that photo op, it's electric. And as I say, we do this all year round, and it's that kind of energy and positivity. It's a very inclusive, safe space. So that's what gets me excited.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. So everybody out there, if you don't already have plans for this weekend, get out here to Los Colinas, get to the convention. You're going to have a fantastic time. So until next time, this is Brad with Dallas Geek saying, see ya.